Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I clean my makeup sponges and brushes using this Zote soap bar. If you want to see how I get my brushes and sponges clean, keep watching. Starting out with my beauty blender, as you can see it's dirty and it's dirty on both sides. My Real Technique sponge is even dirtier. So wet the sponge and rub it on the bar of soap and concentrate on the actual dirty spots. Set the bar aside and squeeze away. I squeeze my sponge until I see the soap is no longer coming out dirty. As you can see, most of the grime is in the center of the sponge, and I go back and forth adding more water and squeezing until I feel the sponge is clean. Just make sure to take all the soap off the sponge, so rinse well. And here she is, just like new. My Real Technique sponge is even dirtier, so do the same thing with the sponge. And you're gonna rub it on the bar of soap and squeeze all that gunk out. Same steps, nothing different. The gunk comes out really fast. This soap cleans the sponges so thoroughly, it's awesome. And I love this soap. Um, if you have a really dark spot on the sponge, I squeeze that spot out a little longer just to get it all out. See, the water's coming out, and I was showing you that it's still dirty, so I'm gonna keep squeezing and adding more water to it. I saw a small spot on the sponge, which I wasn't happy with, so I'm going to rub the sponge back on the soap. Look, as you can see, that was the spot I was not feeling, so I'm just gonna do the same steps all over again. Just squeeze, 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 and I'm gonna concentrate again most of the squeezing on that spot, and rinse. Make sure you rinse the sponge well once you're done, and I'll show you that the spot did come out. And here she is, looking all beautiful. This makes me so happy just to have clean sponges. This is an oven mitt I found in Walmart. I cut it in half, well, the short part off, just because it's easier to hold while I'm rubbing the brushes on it. It doesn't get in the way. So yeah, just cut it in half. And here I have a super dirty flat kabuki brush, which I've been using with foundation. You follow the same steps. You wet the brush, then you rub it on the bar of soap. And after that, you can rub it on the mitt, or if you don't have this, just go ahead and rub it on your fingers. It does the same work, I think. Sometimes I rub my fingernails through it, just get all that gunk out. Anyway, so look, so much crap comes out of this brush. It's unbelievable. And some people say that brushes don't absorb a lot of the foundation. I beg to differ because this is disgusting. So I started rinsing the brush out, and I did notice that I still had some gunk in it, as you can see, but the camera cut me off. But here I went back when I realized the camera wasn't recording anymore, and I did put the brush back onto the soap and did the same steps all over again. Just rubbed and squeezed. You know, make sure you rinse well, squeeze all the water out before you put your brush away. And here you go, it looks so much better now. There's nothing left. It's completely clean. I'm rubbing the brush on this white towel so you can see nothing came off. And now I'm going to do a few small brushes so you can see the process with the brushes all over again. Same steps, nothing's changed. By the time I'm done, my white sink has foundation stains all over it. I use Comet or Ajax to clean the sink and get rid of all those stains. Now this step I learned from Manny anyway. I like to use paper towel. I think he uses toilet paper. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, I prefer Bounty. So I pull the Bounty sheets apart, and then I tear pieces of the Bounty sheet just big enough to wrap the brush, whatever size brush I'm going to wrap in it. And this will help the brushes dry by absorbing some of the water, and it helps the brushes keep their shape. So once they dry, they look nice and shapely and not all crazy and frizzy. Yeah, frizzy brushes. Nope, we don't like frizzy brushes. See? It was frizzy, and I'm gonna wrap it. And when they dry, you'll see that they're not gonna be crazy looking. So this is it, my loves. Here it's the next day, so I pull the paper towels off my brushes, and they are nice and clean and pretty looking. They look like new and smell fantastic, and I love them. So thank you so much for watching. Leave me any comments or questions down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to share the video, and until next time, hugs and kisses.